What is happening?
What's going on, y'all?
We're back. Another episode of the Rome and Duddy Show.
Are we going to get it right? Is it episode 18?
I have no idea.
We never know. We just like to say it.
It's an episode. And it's a new one.
Yep. And we have winners to announce and just overall good things to talk about in life.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun episode. It's going to be an easy, quick one, but we wanted to, announce the winner. We wanted to answer a bunch of Q&A questions from you guys and just fill you in a little bit about what's going on with the Rome and Duddy situation right now. What about you, Rome? What do you got going on? Anything?
Oh, man. Always a bunch of stuff. No.
Right on.
Just working on a bunch of music. I'm going back and forth with the contractor for my new recording studio build, trying to get like the prices of like everything is skyrocketing right now. Beef is up like 8%. Wood is up like 3,000% or something.
Crazy.
It's like insane. Homes are up like crazy, like everything is very expensive as we're nearing double-digit inflation. So yeah, trying to like build a recording studio in my house has just been not
wild.
Awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're doing home stuff. You know what's going on.
Yeah, we actually are done.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, we redid the entire spot. We gutted the whole place when we got it, and we last week finished the last project.
Good man. Damn, that's gotta feel good. That's gotta feel good. It's
weird. Yeah, but now I'm like, but we're gonna go back over stuff now. Like we're gonna go like repaint, rooms and things because it's been years that we've been working on this. So, but yeah, all the big stuff, we're done. We did it. It's exciting.
It's amazing.
But man, you were talking about inflation though, and this I had an eye-opening experience the other day to just really hit home of how bad it has gotten. Little Mexican spot down the street. I've been ordering food from there for years. It's delicious. I still will order the food from there, but I went on and I wasn't really paying attention. And I was like putting order in. I was looking, and all of a sudden I looked over. I'm like, wait, what? The same carne asada nachos that I've always been getting. And I don't know how much they really were before. I don't even know, but I know they were in $18.50.
Carne asada nachos? Oh my God. What is that? Wagyu? The fuck is that?
Carne asada nachos. They were $18.50. I was like, wait,
dog, you're feeding that cow wine. Come on now.
Holy crap.
Is insane.
So I got the $18.50 carne asada nachos. Still got them, but I was blown away.
Wow.
That's the world we're living in.
Yeah, dude, the inflation is like no joke right now. At my favorite Mexican food restaurant, I usually get this fajita plate, and it's a steak fajita plate. And usually it's $30. It's like $29.95.
You talking Suprika?
Suprika, yeah.
Okay, so that's like a nice spot.
Nice spot, bro. I went there. Usually $29.95 for the fajita entree plate. It is now $42. Yeah, man. And it was one of those things where like I've been going there for so long that like I kind of. Like whatever the price was initially, the $29.95, my body was just used to seeing that number every time I ordered it. So I was just like, cool, I'll get this. And then this time when I ordered it and I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, there's a 4 and a 0. That don't look right. I'm like, are you sure it's $40? And he's like, yeah, we raised the prices a little bit. And I'm like, oh man, I knew it.
Damn.
But so that's kind of crazy. So like I home cook everything, man. That's what we do anyway. We're not really big eating out people anyway, but at least in times like this, man, it's just like, dude, I'm just trying to, not go crazy out there.
It's wild.
I don't even want to build my studio right now. I'm just going to stay in here in this little closet. It's literally a closet. It's like, it's pretty crazy.
I'm in this little jungle zone.
Your shit looks awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I got to put like a plaque or something back there, something.
If you saw what's on the other side, though, you would not think it's awesome.
If you saw what's on the other side of this, you'd be like, okay, you need to get out of this room, right? Yeah, right, I'm thinking about getting a big picture of Scarface back there.
Dude, that's original.
Where he's like holding the guns, you know, and it says like, the world is yours.
Why would you get that?
Just, you know, to give people good vibes when they're watching the podcast.
Nice. I love that. Like every like college kid had that like in their room over their bed. Like, yeah, I'm a gangster.
Yeah. You know, like, what's your big plan, man? Like,
yeah.
Like in that show, in this show, Euphoria, that like Taylor watches it. There's this one scene where like the like jock of the high school, you know, he's like got all of his shit together and he like runs into like the high school weed drug dealer dude. And he's like, hey, you're the fucking drug dealer guy, right? And he's like, well, what do you want? He's like, what's your like plan? You know, like, is it like, you know, Scarface, tigers and shit? Like, you just gonna make it? Or he's like, are you just gonna live in this small town and just, you know, sell pills? And he's just like, dude, fuck off, man. I don't gotta answer you. You know what I mean? But crazy world.
That is so funny. But I swear, man, every like small time pot dealer that I knew back in the day that you'd go to their house and pick up like an eighth, you know, like they're buying like, I just got an ounce, you know, you can come over and pick up your eighth, and you go over to their house and they got the Scarface up in their living room.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're probably watching it, you know.
Oh, it's on.
It's just on mute, background shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guilty. I had a Scarface poster in my room. More
so
reason
good.
to cast, you know, he's got the gun on the table. I had that.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't even selling it like that.
All right, let's do this. Look, not much music news going on for me and Rome right now. Same as last week. We're finishing up these albums. Like the writing and the recording is done. We're going through mixes. We're mixing the songs right now and getting them ready for master. And we're almost done. We're getting really close. Yep. And other than that, we're just gearing up for this awesome summer tour we got.
Yep, we got. We're putting together a Rome and Duddy line of shows. Looking like a couple weeks, maybe sometime in the fall. So be on the lookout for that.
Yep. That's going to be real fun. And speaking of the summer tour, big shout out to our boys in Soja.
Whoa, yeah, man. What? Big shout out to the Soja boys. Grammy win. One of the, like, you know what? Here's the thing. If it was to go to like anybody in the scene, it's like, think about it this way. How long has Soja like literally been working like this music and working the scene and like, you know, just developing it, and not just the coastal cities of America, but like in South America and shit like that. Like, I don't know, man, those guys have worked really hard for a long time, and it's cool to see them win, take home something like that.
Nope. Good for them. And for those of you who don't know, our boy Jared Watson actually helped produce one of the songs on that album and is a feature on one of the songs on that album. He's so in a way,
does that, that only works.
I don't know how that works.
It only works like that for record of the year and song of the year.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know how that works, but at least,
hey, dude,
he's a part of that. And that's really cool.
That's fucking rad.
And since he's a part of that, it's like I'm 50% of the part of it that he's part of it.
You are a Grammy winner.
Thank you. I want to thank...
Duddy B is a Grammy winner.
First off, I just want to thank my family, you know.
the lights all beaming out from behind you and shit. That's rad. But you know what? I think that should actually just open up to anything. And, you know, that was like a recent addition that they had to add on songwriters and producers and featured artists to be able to get recognition of the Grammy Award.
Yeah.
That just sounds like, that's fucking obvious to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you had any bit of contribution to what made the album as a whole great, you should be entitled to, you know, winning.
Well, and I don't know, I'm speaking completely out of ignorance. I have no numbers, but I'd like to see the numbers of like the streams per song. I don't know. I'm guessing to say the song that Jared helped produce and was on probably is one of the higher streaming songs too. Like, you know, so
I imagine so. That would be one of the things.
Yeah. So there you go. But just want to say congrats to them and congrats to me.
Yeah. Mainly to you. Mainly.
Yeah. I worked really hard.
Yeah. That's a hard worker, man. God.
Oh, man. All right. Well, shit, let's do this. Let's announce the winner of this last week's TGAT. For those of you who are listening and don't know what the TGAT is the Great American Talent Show that we host right here on this podcast. If you want to be a part of the next Great American Talent Show, you can submit your talents to the Rome and Duddy Show at gmail.com. And we will make sure to throw you up in there. But we had a good one last week. There were some really strong songs. I'm going to pull this up right now just so I have the exact number count going. All right. So we have a winner.
Yes, we do.
We have a winner.
Drum roll.
All right. Coming in with a total of 542 votes. Get 'em wet.
Yeah.
Is that submitted by Tom Blake?
Okay.
Get 'em wet is the name of the band. And the song was Animal Ball, if I remember correctly.
Great name.
Yeah. Coming in second with an absolutely amazing track, actually, I wanted to say, was She Said with, the song, I believe, was She Said by Melodose.
Yeah.
And they had a total of 403 votes. So pretty close with you two.
My vote went to Melodose, by the way, but just so you guys know, you guys are the ones that run the polls and choose the winners. So that's how you know it's not rigged, Yeah,
it is up to you guys. So I just want to say congrats again to Get 'em Wet. You could be expecting your Applebee's gift card any day now.
Any day.
Rome's got it. He's going to send it to you. And and thank you again to Melodose. Thank you again to Spill the Blood and to Caitlin Miles also for being in the poll. Thank you to everyone else who submitted last week to be a part of the contest. And we're going to have another one next week. So if you want a chance to be a part of that, remember to send in your submissions and we will get that going.
Yep. That is the best way to enter the contest is to send over your submissions to the Rome and Duddy Show at gmail.com. And we'll get around to it and hopefully throw you on the show. And yes, you guys remember to please try and input your information as far as your socials, where to find you guys, and maybe a little bit about you so we can, kind of tell the world who you are.
That's right. And also, if you're listening and you want to know what we're talking about, where this poll is and everything, go over to Facebook. There's a Facebook group, the Rome and Duddy Show Facebook group. And that's where we put up the polls of the contest where everyone could vote. And everyone's just hanging out over there talking about the podcast, talking about the band. So it's a lot of fun. Go hang out over there. And
the link is also in the show notes.
That's right. And we're about to answer a bunch of Q&A questions that come from people hanging out over there in the Facebook group. So let's go.
Let's go.
Get 'em wet.
Hey, it's the summertime, drinking Corona in line. There ain't no worry on your mind, cause it's gonna be fine. You know it's all good, and that's the way that it should be. Everybody holler, cause I know that you feel me. Cause time flies when a pretty girl is by your side. Long legs, dark tans, move them hips and thighs. Jump a spark to your heart, baby, you lightin' my fire. Just like the Lizard King said, we couldn't get much higher, Boom, boom, me I say boom, boom. Walla walla boom boom, me I say boom boom, walla walla boom boom, me I say boom boom, walla walla boom boom, me I say boom boom, boom boom, me I say boom boom, walla walla boom boom, me I say boom boom, walla walla boom boom, me I say boom boom, walla walla boom boom, me I say boom boom. I gotta live my life, you at my own pace. Tired of running around like it's a rap race. Yeah, I'm under control, it's like voodoo. Working for the man, yeah, I'm through. Growing the best kids, we had big dreams. Never worried about all the small things. Playing animal ball with the whole crew. Just easy living, no fucks given. Boom, boom, me I say boom, boom. Walla walla boom, boom. Me I say boom, boom. Walla walla boom, boom. Me I say boom, boom. Walla walla boom, boom. Me I say boom, 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 boom. Me I say boom, boom. Walla walla boom, boom. Me hace boom boom, walla walla boom boom. Me hace boom boom, walla walla boom boom. Me hace boom. You let me scream it so you hear it, cause we coming from the other side. Had to grab the mic because yo, I got to get mine. When it got the rhythm, we got that track jumping. Yo, ain't no stopping when these two brothers rocking, cause we keep it dirty like some underground comics. Zaps, Robert Crumb, Hernandez loving rockets when they try to mock it, but yo, they can't stop this gun. Just call me Doc Holliday, cause you know Daisy, son. Boom boom, me hace boom boom, walla walla boom boom. Me hace boom boom, walla walla boom boom. Me hace boom boom, walla walla boom boom. Me hace boom boom boom. Me hace boom boom, walla walla boom boom. Me hace boom boom, walla walla boom boom. Me hace boom boom, walla walla boom boom. Me hace boom.
Who we got, Luke?
Nike 420B. If you went on a doubles pro-am golf tour, who would you choose as the pro as your partner?
Duddy.
Oh, John Daly.
Dude, I just want to go. I would pick him too. I have no idea why, other than just it would be a bomb time.
It would be so much fun. Are you kidding me?
You just get fucked up, and
I'm not saying we'd win, golf, but we would definitely be having the most fun.
You would have the greatest game of golf of your life. You might not win, but that's tight. Okay. And there's another question, right?
Who would you most like to collaborate with other than the fire you create with Duddy B?
Dude, my brother. Me and my brother always talk about wanting to create music together because we create so much other shit together, but we never like create music. And he's like a really great songwriter and like a really great singer and musician. And
Rome's brother, that you guys probably have seen him running around doing, photos and video, but he also has the voice of an angel, just like his brother Rome over here. It's pretty crazy.
He's got a really good voice, and he's just a really good musician. He writes great songs. And so one of these days, I mean, we've been talking about starting a project, but I think now
I think you can do three projects at one time right now, Rome, and the podcast, and have 3 kids. You can do it.
Now is like the worst time ever. 3 kids, 3 bands, clothing company. Oh my God. Let's go.
Oh man.
All right. Thank you, Mikey 420B, submitting the question on the Discord. Let's get another question.
All right. From Dustin Bars. Is there a DH or Sublime with Rome album that you just love more than the rest?
Mine's Blessings. But, it's probably because you feel like you get better, I feel like. But at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. It does change for me sometimes, but honestly, I really, really enjoy our latest one, Supermoon. It's a very musical album, and it's got some just really, really vibey parts in it, and I dig the Supermoon album a lot. But I will say there's no Dirty Heads album that sticks out that I'm like, oh, I just don't like that album. So that's a good thing, there's definitely ones I like more than others. And there is songs on all the albums that, some songs that I'm not super stoked on, but as a whole, I'm pretty, still pretty proud of each album for sure.
Yeah. I'm not really that stoked on Sirens, but it's all good.
Oh, what?
Well, I like the song Sirens. There's some songs on that where I was just listen to it back now. I'm like, all right, whatever. You grow up, you get better.
Yeah.
But that's how it is. Music is weird like that, though.
It really is.
It's a very personal kind of subjective thing. And kind of like you just said, it's like, it changes. You know what I mean?
Changes.
Like sometimes I'll be in a different place and I'll hear a song and be like, I remember this. This is a good song. So it changes, but gotta be honest with your art. That's for sure.
Or you hear a song you haven't heard in a while and you go, ugh.
God, what the hell is that? More of that.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah, man. Let's just keep blowing through questions.
Yeah, let's just hit some questions.
From Terry Hunter. Have you guys ever traveled together outside of touring? Any crazy stories we need to hear about?
I mean, for those of you who do know, I just feel like this is a story we should at least, refresh. When we went to Idlewild, to go and kind of like put together the concept of this, we took an Airbnb. My wife booked the Airbnb on her credit card under her profile.
Thank God.
Big fucking mistake. And we went to this mountain town, and I mean, it was just me, Duddy, and my brother. Like, he was filming everything. And dude, we just went in the true fashion, the way Duddy and I get down.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a really, really hard first day. And then the rest of the days, we just kind of kept it mellow and just wrote some music.
Wow.
But I mean, we even got like shit from the Airbnbs. Like, they were like talking shit to us.
It was, in our defense, it was like, didn't like destroy this place, but it was like the house of no walls is what we called it. It was, they should have said this. No room in the house had full walls. They were all kind of lofty.
They were open. Yeah.
Open, concept-y,
no doors.
Everything, no doors. Even if it had a wall, it wouldn't even go all the way to the ceiling. There'd be like an opening. So what I'm saying is like, there was zero privacy in this fucking place.
We moved some stuff around,
Yeah. So we moved some things around, and like, we even like took some furniture and put it out on the patio and blah, blah, blah. And
gotta do what you gotta do. We moved it back.
So whatever. They weren't stoked on some of the stuff, but
they saw the garbage. They saw all the bottles of alcohol.
Yeah. There was no microwave. There was like no coffee maker. It was just like an empty, it was like, we were like, what the fuck, dude?
I mean, it was like super, look,
it was a
beautiful
cool
place.
Yeah.
But a very, very, very whack accommodations.
Yes.
So we were like, fuck it, man. We're just going to go to the grocery store to stock up on a bunch of booze and frozen pizza and be here for, 4 days and just like write some songs. And we did. And we didn't take any of the garbage out because, it's like we're the mountains. We're in the middle of the mountains. We don't know where to go drop the garbage off. And the Airbnb person was just,
she's like, oh, they thought we had a party. They're like,
they thought we had a rager.
You guys obviously had a bunch of people over here and partying with how much booze I see you drank. And we were like, that was just us.
It was just us. And then she like responded back, well, you need to seriously think about your diets, because if you can eat that much junk food and drink that much alcohol, I mean, she was just like going in on us.
She went hard.
I'm sorry. Like, nothing is broken. We paid above and beyond, and the cleaning. Like, what?
So why don't you just like finish the walls?
Why don't you put a door on the master bedroom?
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, that was a good trip.
It was good. Though. We actually wrote some really awesome shit out and got a lot of cool stuff out of that.
Dude.
What else we got?
From Victor Rivera. What is your lowest golf score and where? Also, any hole-in-ones?
I do not have a hole in one. I'm so frustrated.
I'm so frustrated at not having.
I've been so very, very close so many times. I mean, I've been probably within 2 inches.
What?
Maybe close to 10 times. It's getting so frustrating. There's been times where we even celebrated on the tee box because we thought it went in, but it just was right behind the flag stick. And then you start getting closer and you see it and you're like, oh my God, no, it's still there. It's still there. So no to answer that question. And I've even been with a friend of mine that's not very good and watched him completely top. It was like an 80-yard par 3. And there's a bunker right in front of it. And he topped the shit out of it, rolled, it hit the front of the bunker and jumped over the bunker. You guys know where I'm going with, and went in the hole. So he has a hole in one.
You're fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. And I don't.
Wild.
But one of these days.
You gotta take his hole in one from him.
I should just start telling people that story like it's mine. But,
honestly.
My lowest score is a 79. And it was at this course, Meadowlark. It's kind of like a local course. It's not too far from my house. I've played it a bunch of times, but yeah, I shot a 79 one time. I've shot 80 a few times, but I'm usually like in the low 80s is kind of where I end up. That's kind of like my average score, but I want to get that into the high 70s. I'm trying to drop it down into there. So, but I did it once.
I have a golf score of, I think, 980 once.
That's good.
Yeah. So I'm trying to beat that next time.
Yeah. Well, I think you can do it.
I'm trying to hold on to the same ball too.
And this is what'll happen. I'll go golf with Rome. He'll hit a hole in one.
Not me.
And I'll just lose my shit.
Wrong dude. I'll get it on the green, maybe. That'll be a good day. Like, what? It will never be a day. We're all hitting a hole in one. Hell no. I'm terrible. Rick Royer asked, what is your favorite stoner movie?
My favorite stoner.
I'm going to go ahead and say that my favorite stoner movie, just off the top of my head, would probably have to be Almost Heroes. It was the last movie that Chris Farley made. He died in the middle of the film, or maybe towards the end of wrapping it up. So they had to it was weird, awkward. You could tell when you're watching the movie where they didn't have any more Chris and how they started to kind of sew it all up.
Oh,
but it's fucking hilarious, man. So the story is basically, Lewis and Clark and their expedition from, one side of America to the Western coast.
Yeah.
So the movie plot is that it's Matthew Perry, the guy who played Chandler in Friends, and Chris Farley, and they're the two main characters. And they are hired on privately by some, European to beat Lewis and Clark to the West Coast. So just imagine
that's
that.
It. Yeah.
Just all that could go down from Chris Farley and Matthew Perry going to the West Coast. It happens and it goes down. And there's a bald eagle that fucking kidnaps Chris and is fucking radical. And
I remember that part.
His name is Bartholomew Hunt. And it's so good, dude. And it's when you're just stoned, everything is a joke in that movie. Every little fucking nuance. It's just hilarious.
That's good. I got to go rewatch that one. I feel like I've seen it because I remember that bald eagle part for sure. But I gotta go rewatch that.
He's got to climb up this tree. Oh, okay. Let's go watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, Half Baked is hilarious. There's just so many.
How High? It's another good one.
Yeah, but honestly, you know what movie just cracks me up is Pootie Tang. Have you seen that? You've never seen Pootie Tang?
No.
Oh God, do me a favor, go watch that shit.
Okay.
And I will rewatch Almost Heroes.
And then we'll talk about it. Let's go. Yeah, okay, I'm down. I'm down. Pootie Tang. Got his belt buckle.
Yeah, dude, you got to watch that shit. It's so hilarious. What else we got, Luke?
Jennifer Elmore. What is a band or artist that your parents listened to when you were a kid that you slept on but listen to now?
Oh man,
that's hard. It's funny because I listened to everything my parents listened to.
Yeah, I didn't really not like it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of but I'm I kind of I still listen to all that shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think it wasn't my dad was listening to some stuff and I was like, dude, this is whack. And then I grew up and I'm like, this shit's still whack. It was Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, fucking yeah,
my parents listened to good
cool
music.
Shit,
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly I can't really think of one off the top of my head.
My mom used to really slap the Cranberries. I love them now as an adult. They're great. You know what I mean? Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Maybe weird in my high school, but now as a 30-year-old, I'm she's fucking great. When All By Myself comes on, come on, dog. It's just great.
That is so funny. Yeah, I don't know.
Stumped.
Got me. What else we got?
Jennifer Aldrich's favorite whiskey.
Ooh.
Favorite whiskey. That's a good one. That's a good one. You know what? It has a odd name, but what's really good is I don't know if it's my favorite, I haven't been drinking whiskey lately, guys. Like for like the last couple years, like I've kind of not really been drinking much whiskey unless I have a Manhattan. And I only get Manhattans if I'm like out at a nice place. And Angel's Envy.
Yeah.
You ever had that?
Envy. Yep. I have a
It's
bottle
really
right
good.
there. Yeah, it's really good. There's only one that I think is better than Angel's Envy, and I can't even think of the name. And the reason why I know it is because I had Travis Tritt. He came over and used my studio one time.
Yeah.
And as like a welcoming gift, I got his favorite bottle of alcohol.
Did it happen to be Basil Hayden?
No, but it's
Because that's
like,
really good too. I like that.
It's this one that like the moment that it becomes available, everybody already knows and is already at the store and they buy it and resell it online. It's like fucking Supreme of whiskey. I forgot what it starts. It starts with an A. But they didn't have it because he told me that. He's like, dude, that sold out the moment that it came in the doors.
Yeah.
But the like next best was Seven Angels.
Angel's Envy.
Angel's Envy, yes.
Yeah.
That's
it's good. Yeah. So, I mean, that's, and that's like a really good, not crazy expensive, you know? It's like that. It's affordable, but it's still really good. Yeah. Those two and Basil Hayden's good. These are just ones I've had recently with Manhattans, and I really like them. Yeah.
I'm with Duddy. I haven't been drinking too much whiskey the last couple of years, but
it's so funny too, because I was a big whiskey guy for a long time. And I still like it. I haven't lately. I haven't been in like, oh, let's drink whiskey, tonight mood. And yeah. But I used to like buy whiskeys, or obviously people would just get me them as gifts because they didn't know what else to get me. So they would just bring me nice whiskeys and stuff. So I have like this little bar area and I have this cupboard and it's just filled with all these awesome whiskeys and I never touch it. It's so funny.
That's delicious.
Maybe I'll just start hitting it hard again. What do you think?
Just start drinking a bottle every night. God, babe, I gotta empty this cupboard. Every night and see what kind of like dad you're going to be and just like live it, dude. Be that guy.
Buy some wife beaters.
God, this is the worst advice ever.
Yeah.
Tell somebody, dude.
I think I'm going to really start hitting the whiskey hard.
I think that's a great idea. I think it's great. I think you have a family. Yeah, do it, bro. Yeah. I fully support that. Become an alcoholic.
Oh my God. Just for a bit.
Oh, okay.
See what happens?
This is a good one. Justin Moore asked, when you're on stage and the lyric or verse gets you in the feels, how do you continue without dwelling on that emotions? Has that ever happened to you? Has you ever caught a line and it made you?
I've definitely caught like emotions because a lot of the songs, the more personable songs, like you're writing about an actual moment in your life or an actual memory or just something that made you feel that way when you were writing it. So yeah, definitely I've caught in feels during a song, but like, I think it just adds to it, and it's like, especially when you look out there and you've got, all those people singing back with you and everything. It's just one of those, like, those are the moments you kind of live for,
True. Those are the moments that really make this job so damn special too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there have been times where I have like gotten lost or like just thought about too hard on that line or something like that,
Oh yeah.
Or just like for whatever reason got off track, and I'll just like look at a couple of fans and like where they're singing. And then I'm like,
oh yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the word. Okay, cool. And then I'm like being able to hop back on track. But if like it's like a ball bouncing on the word, sometimes it'll fall off,
Make sure you don't look at the fan that's mouthing the words, but they actually don't know it. That's
that shit has happened. That shit is
I love it when I'm like mid rap and someone will be looking at me doing the rap with me. And I'm just could tell I'm like, you do not know the words at all.
I'm on that overgrown.
And then when they're just moving their mouth around, I love it.
And then they see you see them and they're like, oh shit.
I would love nothing more than to just be able to like get audio of those after so you can listen to what they're saying. That would be so great. Oh, and it's like, I can't say that I've never been guilty of in the car singing along and just totally wrong lyrics. Whatever.
Majority of my life.
Yeah. Anything else?
Our homie Keeb coming in through with the real serious, important questions.
Keeb?
Yep.
Wait, Scat Master?
Scat Master Keeb.
Wow.
Coming in tough with tenders, nuggets, or boneless wings.
Wait, what?
Pick one. What's your favorite
Tenders,
chicken? Nuggets,
or boneless wings? I can't have bone in wings.
Apparently not. He's just going for the boneless.
Tenders, nuggets, or boneless.
I'm going to go nuggets.
I'm going to go tenders probably.
Because it's more chicken?
I'm a tender boy.
He is. I mean, you wrote a song for it. So
I don't know. I just feel like tenders would be the most actual real chicken out of those three. Like what's
very true.
What's a nugget?
Very true. I'll tell you what a nugget is. A nugget is chicken paste, and a boneless wing is an oversized chicken paste nugget.
I think that's good math. I think that checks out. Yeah.
A tender is just a sliver of a chicken breast.
Yeah. Breaded and fried.
Deep fried. That's it.
So I'd probably go tendy.
So I'm going to go nuggets.
All right. Right in the middle.
I just love nuggets.
Yeah.
All right, Luke, go ahead and ask the other one.
All right. From Lara Fola, what would you tell someone who's stuck in the middle of writing a song?
Don't stress about it. Honestly, like
walk away.
There's no deadline. Just put it down for a bit and then even just start a new song. Start another one. Work on something else.
You know, Dr. Dre, he'll pull up a song and put it on the board and just chip away at it for forever, for months, sometimes, weeks, whatever. But he'll just do a little bit there, a little bit then, walk away from it, live life, come back. How's it sound? Yep. It's a good way.
I learned that on the very first album we did. And we would sit there for, honestly, I think the one that broke me and made me just be like, I will never do that again is, it was Morning Light. We worked on that song for so long and we worked on that chorus for so long and we did 10 different choruses over and every day and we were just nonstop on it. And by the end, I was just like, oh my God.
Why did you do that?
What the fuck, dude? Like, and it's just now we've learned, we're like, hey, if we're stuck on it, take a break. Let's work on something else, If you're continually stuck on the same thing for a while on end, take a break.
Maybe it's the idea. Maybe it's okay to just do something new. You know how many songs like I've started where just after doing that, going like, you know what? This isn't it.
It's just, it isn't it. Yeah.
It's not it. I'm just going to write something new.
Yeah. Maybe there's one really cool thing about that idea that you like, and that's why you're hanging on. Maybe you just need to look back and go, you know what? This one part is cool. I'm just going to scrap everything else and restart with this cool thing and just restart. I don't know. Many different things you can do, but I would say don't stress it. Like you can't sit there and go, it's like, that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. No one ever did that. It's just like tearing their hair out with the pen and the paper and just going like, I got it. I got the big chorus. That's going to change my life now. Like it's just, it ain't how it works, Let it come to you.
Yeah.
All right. Man, these are some good questions this episode.
Yeah.
I'm into these. These are fun. We got any more?
I got another one from Sassy Lil R. What is each of your favorite song from the other one's band?
Ooh, that's good.
Juicy.
I'll tell you right now, my favorite one, and it's when you do it acoustically, it's my favorite too, is Light On.
Good man.
Is that the name of it? That's the name of it, right?
Yeah. That's my favorite.
I love that song. I fucking love that track.
You're a family man. You love your parents. You know what's up.
Yeah.
That hits home on many different levels for all of us. I would, okay, man, I'm put on the fucking spot. Oh God. What's my favorite Dirty Head song? Oh, that's scary. That's scary. Probably End of the World. And not just because I have anything to do with that. Like take me out of that. I just think that it's like, it's just I just love the way you guys sound on it. It sounds so beautiful, you know?
That's a big one. Yeah, that was a cool vibey track.
It's just like the melodies of it and everything, and the harmonies. Sounds fucking good.
Have you ever been like in an interview or hanging out with somebody that's in a band or something, and it comes up to where they're like, well, what's your favorite song from this band? You know, and you're just like, I've even know
listen to this band.
Yeah. What's your favorite blah, blah, blah song? You're like,
dude, you know what that question always, this is what always, that question always fucks me up when we're doing interviews for festivals.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm doing a radio interview and they're like, so you're coming in and playing Edgefest this year at, you know, in Florida or whatever. Who are you so excited to see? And I'm like, oh, dude, I don't know any other band that's even playing. I haven't even looked.
I haven't even looked at the flyer. You know? You're mid-tour, so you're not thinking, we have a festival coming up. Who's on the lineup? You're just like, it's another show. Sometimes when we're on tour, I don't even know that the next day's a festival. I just I just know we have a show tomorrow at this place, and I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's a festival.
The tour manager's like, oh yeah, no, you're only playing for 40 minutes today. It's a festival.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, cool. Who's playing? Cool.
Yeah. Then you find out right then and there.
Yeah.
And then there's there are some festivals where like you go play like Riot Fest and you know exactly what time it is. You've been looking up this shit for a minute.
You're like I'm definitely making sure. This. Yeah.
Totally.
That's funny. What else? Anything else?
Sheena Lynn, what is one core memory you hope your kids remember?
One core memory that I hope my children remember. That we always just did a lot.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I just want them to know that, like, you know, or remember that, like, you know, they went places, they did things. There was always a lot of people around. And I don't know. I like that because my shit was boring. I grew up in a fucking, you know, small ass little like whack ass like suburb and like outside of a big city, and there's never anything to do. And my parents always worked so hard to like give us, you know, whatever we had, you know, and you know, I want to like make memories for my kids that they remember forever, you know, just doing a bunch of shit all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why we try and just keep them busy, you know?
That is good. No, definitely like having my kids have already been able to travel to some rad places and have some cool, you know, memories, and which is amazing, you know, and I love all that. But, you know what? I would say like when they were super young, when they were both young, and they would like come out on stage after a show would be over, and they would both kind of like, you know, be like, I hope they remember that shit forever, because that's pretty cool. Dude, I remember like they did it one time at like Red Rocks or something. That was just insane, you know. Like it's like not a lot of 4 and 6 year olds, you know, or get to do that, or 4 and 2 year olds or whatever, you know. Like that's pretty cool.
I wonder. I want to ask somebody who's been on stage, you know, when they were a baby. Like we go ask like fucking Bob Marley's kid or something. Like, do y'all remember being on stage? Like, I'm sure you can. That's a pretty good remember. That's like a memory. I don't have a memory. I don't think before like 5 or something, but I would remember something like that. I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Who knows?
Hell yeah. Well, we got a winner. Thank you guys so much.
Congrats again to Get 'Em Wet.
Oh my God. It sounds so weird saying that.
It sounds so weird.
Congrats to Get 'Em Wet.
But yeah, we'll be back next week with another great American talent show.
Yeah,
baby. A good one. And other than that, shit. Hope you guys have a great week.
See y'all next week. Keep sending in those great submissions. Peace.